The girl possessed breathtaking beauty. Yet, to survive, she deliberately disguised herself as unattractive for 20 years. It turned out that the girl had transmigrated into this world. She had already lived safely here for 2 decades. She knew that the original owner of her body would be forced into a ghost marriage by her father, all because her father was desperate to align himself with the power of the Marquis household. Meanwhile, the scheming woman smoothly became the crown princess, and her entire family enjoyed wealth and honor. The original girl, however, was nailed inside a coffin to die. Even after disguising herself for so long, she could not escape the fate of being forced into a ghost marriage. Since she couldn't change it, she decided to embrace her path of revenge. She resolved to rewrite the original girl's fate, making those who wronged her pay a painful price. Thus, she planned to marry the crown prince before the scheming woman could, successfully securing the position of crown princess. According to the story, she arrived early along the route the crown prince would take, lying in wait. Unexpectedly, she encountered an assassin's attack. The crown prince, to protect the emperor, blocked a deadly strike on his behalf. The emperor, seeking to escape the pursuers, fled to a dilapidated temple. By that time, the girl had already been waiting there for a long while. Yet she had no idea that the person before her was the emperor. When the pursuers passed by, he deliberately spilled wine on the man, pretending to be drunk and successfully deceiving the pursuers, thus making his escape. However, the emperor suspected that the girl had approached him with ulterior motives, and pressed a dagger to her neck, demanding she reveal her true identity. She feigned a pitiful demeanor, claiming that her parents never loved her at home. To climb the social ladder, her parents planned to force her into a ghost marriage. Judging by the emperor's attire, she could tell he came from a wealthy family. So she decided to save his life. As expected, the man fell right into her trap. In the next moment, they became entangled in a vague, ambiguous encounter. The next day, when the girl woke up, he was nowhere to be seen. Only a note was left on the table. She was overjoyed, realizing she no longer had to marry a dead man. She also decided not to disguise herself anymore for the selection ceremony in 7 days. Soon, the day of the selection arrived. Every eligible lady in the city hoped to marry into a good family. Of course, the scheming woman was no exception. Everyone, seeking her favor, praised her as a woman of unparalleled beauty. They believed the crown prince would surely choose her, securing her position as crown princess. The scheming woman was overjoyed at the prospect. Unexpectedly, the girl's arrival immediately disrupted the lively atmosphere. Everyone praised her, saying she looked like a goddess descended to earth. This instantly sparked the scheming woman's displeasure. She immediately scolded the girl, calling her a mere country bumpkin, unworthy of participating in the selection. She ordered the girl to leave and stop embarrassing herself. The girl refused to yield. She asserted that the selection of the crown princess was fair to all, so why shouldn't she participate? Just then, a eunuch announced that everyone should enter the palace to pay respects to the emperor. The girl then proceeded to the main hall. However, the crown prince noticed the emperor staring at the girl and mistakenly thought he was fond of her. He immediately designated her as crown princess. The scheming woman and the girl were seated together. The scheming woman believed that she had been chosen by the crown prince. Back at her residence, she rushed to tell her stepmother the good news, angrily accusing the girl of stealing her limelight at the banquet. She was about to punish the girl with family discipline when the imperial edict arrived. But the result was unexpected. The edict named the scheming woman as crown princess.